Oh, hello, hello. So, um, this is something that I wanted to talk about for a while, and this a lot of times what happens is if I talk about this, people think, oh, you're coming up from a prejudice, oh, you're coming up from a of bragging and all that stuff. But trust me when I say this, I probably want you guys to be at my position. I would love you guys to feel the freedom that I feel. So, at my current stage, I have to never work again to afford the basic necessities of life. But I cannot afford luxury. Not like I can really afford luxury. I can't make 10 trips to different countries across the world. I cannot do that. But I have enough passive income now. And passive income, as in not some shitty MLM shit, but actual passive income, from fixed deposits and bonds, investments, and these don't beat inflation. I'm not trying to beat inflation with this. Okay, I'm not trying to be jack of all trades and like just beat inflation with my passive income. No, I'm not trying to do that. But and no, I'm not talking about equity. I do not have equity investments, but I have enough passive income that just the interest enough. I can technically live my entire life off it. Because let's say for example, 2 lakh rupees, 3 lakh rupees, and it's not like I've left my active income source. And I have not left my active income source. I still earn enough. So what I'll do with this new money that I'm earning, I'll still keep saving 50% of it, and just keep increasing my stockpile of this interest bearing fund. So I'll technically beat the inflation by doing that. I don't need to beat the inflation by actually investing in growth stuff. I don't want to grow. I don't want to grow a fund. I want to probably just grow it off my active income. And a good split is for me is like 20-25% into bonds, which give you like 10, 11, 12% yields. Considering 6 to 7% inflation in India, or maybe even higher, like probably 8% inflation. So I'm not really beating it by much. And certain times you can have iPhone, and also like the like there is a depreciation on the currency itself as well. So you can say that inflation and currency together deflating, you'll probably, I mean, they're both the same thing at the end of the day, but I probably suspect inflation with lifestyle inflation, all that stuff, to cross 10%. If I'm getting fixed deposit interest of 8%, probably including everything like inflation, lifestyle inflation, my life's probably inflating at 10%. Okay. But I have absolutely no issues living the most basic life for most part of my life because nothing actually changes. Like, I don't have any societal pressure, right? At some certain point when you have two cars and a house, you're already beyond and above most of the people on this planet. And at that point, if you have a Mercedes, I mean, how many people have a Mercedes in Bhopal? It's not much, right? So at that point, you don't really need to grow much to feel good. You can just have a passive income and relax. You know what? Me making, let's say for example, I make only a lakh rupees and someone else makes 2 lakhs and he's in that growing. He will probably have more expenses than, because what are my expenses? I, let's say, have an owned house, a owned car, so I don't really pay anything on that. So I just probably pay in fuel cost and like home renovations cost every probably 2 3 years, and maybe a little bit on groceries, maybe a little living. But if I don't have any social obligation because I don't have a boss, I don't have anything else, for me, expenses are not really crazy. Just control on my food, so probably not eating out every day out, and probably just control on not crazy being on the sports mode all day on my car, and like not burning fuel. There was a time when I was spending about a lakh rupees. Fuck that. I mean, not a lakh, probably like 50, 60,000. But I mean, I'm not like, I'm not trying to brag that, but it's just that if I try to control that, if I keep it under 10K a month, I keep my fuel cost under 10K, food under probably 10, 15K, there is no rent that I have to pay. In fact, I get rent out of the other properties that my family owns. I mean, I don't get it, my parents get it. And what other expenses do I have? Maybe maybe a few times I have to upgrade my computer, but do I upgrade my computer every month? No. My active income can probably take care of most of the things like if I want to travel abroad. So if I make good money in the next 6 months, I can probably travel abroad, and it's a luxury, right? It's not a basic necessity. For the most part, my basic necessity taken care about. I can probably sleep in that bed every day, just keep sleeping, and I'll still be better off than most people on this planet. That's insane to me. That's something that I cannot fathom. It's crazy. I do not understand this. Like, I do not understand how it's possible. I'm 23 and financially. Fuck. I reached my fire. It's crazy. It's crazy. Obviously, cost of living in India is pretty low, so that helps. I mean, if you're not living in Mumbai, I mean, for most part, like if you're living in a second tier or third tier city, that has good in terms of basic stuff. I mean, I'm not going to the club every day, you know. So and most of the people are so busy. Like for me, it's like most of my friends are so busy. They're always just working. They always have commitment to a job, family commitment, etc., etc. And I can just sit back, relax all day. It I don't know how to say this, but it is weird. It's very weird. I just everybody else working so hard, and dude, I must say this. People who are doing their job, it's such a big disadvantage. I see all my these business friends. They're always there is definitely more stress involved, but when the things are going good, life is so good. Life is just so much better. I almost feel like it's so unfair. It is extremely unfair. It's weird that it's unfair, but it's just true. And I'm glad to be on the right side of the pile. I don't know what to say. Like what? I'm grateful. What else? Right? It's very weird that some people get to live their life this way while others have to even bargain for they have to work every day in sun there, and they have to you know um, they'll probably have to how do I say this, like उनको अपनी पूरी जिंदगी बेचनी पड़ती है basically to get food and to get basic necessities. It's very weird. And obviously there are certain things that they can do if they can change in their life to make it slightly better, but for the most part it's not in their control. And yeah, I mean, that's it for the video. It's weird to be financially free. These are my thoughts, man. 7.5 minutes of being a jerk, 8 minutes of being a jerk. But yeah, this is how I feel, dude. Okay, anyways, thank you for the video. Till then, bye bye.